Hey guys, it's Archie Luxury from the Archie Luxury channel. Today guys, I want to talk about the fact that I sold off 4 of my pieces. Why did I do it? What's the collection like now? What's the state of the collection? What's the future? And I got to tell you something guys, I loved my collection. I had 10 pieces. 10 pieces. And quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a PAM 662. By the way, guys, this piece is going to be for sale. It's going to be for sale. I'm hoping to get about 7,500 US. What's that? 5,000 US. So 7.5 Aussie, 5,000 US dollars. What happened to my collection? Well, my collection, I had a beautiful collection. I had a steel stunners. I had the perfect one and done watch, the two-tone bluesy ceramic 40mm. And I had to bite the bullet. I had to bite the bullet, fuckers. I had to bite the bullet. I got myself into a bit of a hole. I owed the tax department money. I owed 30,000 on credit cards, and I also had basically spent all my HELOC, home equity line of credit money. And I thought to myself, what the fuck do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Well, we've got to take big steps. Big steps. And I had a difficult choice to make. When you've got 10 pieces, you say, well, what do you want to keep? What are you prepared to let go? And in my case, I made the hardest decision of all time. I got rid of 2 Rolexes. That's right, 2 Rolexes I really loved. There was the Explorer 2, the 42mm white dial, the only watch that survived my terrible burglary of 2022. I even let that go. I let it go. Yes, it was a piece that I loved and I sold it. Why did I sell it? Well, I sold it because bills needed to be paid. Pipers needed to be paid. So let's have a look at what I kept. Actually, before we do that, let's just talk about what I sold. 2 Rolexes went. 2 really good. So as I said, the Explorer 2 polar dial, it went, sold. That was a great watch. That could be just a perfect one and done. The other watch that really pains me is the two-tone bluesy. It went, sold the two-tone bluesy. Ceramic 40mm, box papers, beautiful piece. But I needed to get some money in, and Rolex always is easy to sell. And I got to tell you, I actually lost. I lost about 2,000 Australian dollars. That's correct. That's the sign of the times, the state of the market. I also let go my Zenith Open Heart, which is a watch I really would have preferred to have kept. I really loved it. It didn't bring in much dollars, but hey, I got my money back. The other watch that I really loved, which I'm disappointed to sell, was the 18K Rose Gold Jaeger-LeCoultre Master Compressor Chronograph 2. Beautiful watch. So without further ado, let's have a look at what's left. What did I keep? And here we go. This is the LV box. Here we go. This is the core. This is the core. That's what I am keeping. Even the by the way, I might even sell this box if anyone's interested. I want about 5,000 US dollars. Even the PAM on my wrist as I make this video is for sale. Guys, what did I sell? Why did I do it? Well, I gotta tell you. Let's have a look at what's left and let's talk about this here. Well, we've got the Speedy. This was a gift from Ronnie from Vintage Watch Co. in Australia, Dave, the super collector, and my good friend Co from LUXURIA Watches. They chipped in to buy this. This is a 3861 Speedy for me after the burglary. I cannot sell that. That is a gift from dear, dear friends. So we'll just put that to the side. But the core, these 4 pieces that are still in the collection, and let's have a bit of a chat about them. 3 Breguets and the Patek. Okay, so why didn't I sell the Patek World Time? That would have raised significant funds very, very quickly. And the reason I decided to keep that is that's my get out of jail watch. This represents 40,000 Australian dollars. It means I can, if I fuck things up too much, I've got 1 year in Asia to take a sabbatical. That's my sabbatical, 1 year in Asia watch. I can live overseas for a year, 40,000, 30,000 US. I can survive 1 year with that watch if hard times came in. So what does that leave remaining? What does it leave remaining? Well, let's have a look. Well, we've got the 3 Breguets. The 3 Breguets. And I really do love the brand. We've got the Breguet Type 21 in rose gold. Just a beautiful piece. I love it. Flyback chronograph. What I really love about this watch is the way it records minutes. See, if you start the timer, we'll just start it now, you can see it looks like it's a double split. It's not actually a double split. What it is it's a minute recorder. It records the minutes with that second hand. I'll show you that in a minute. We'll just let it run for a little bit. Just such a great piece in rose gold. That's right, guys. It's in rose gold. Rose gold. Just absolutely, it's a divine piece. Wouldn't bring in huge money. It's a lot of bang per buck. Just fabulous piece there. So I wanted to keep that. The other watch which I could have easily sold is the Breguet Traditionnel, the 7057. And I got to be totally honest with you, I was tempted to sell this one. The thing about this watch is, of course, you know what, don't you? I didn't want to sell it because cool people have got it. Erwin, Watch Chat, he's got a 7057 in white gold. TGV, Tristano, he went and bought a white gold one at retail in New York. And also Andrew Morgan, he's got the predecessor, the 7027. So to fit in that niche, I wanted to keep that piece. The other watch, which I really wanted to keep, was the Breguet 7147. Recently, my good friend Thomas Burnett, he bought one of these himself. He bought one of these in white gold. And I'm thinking, man, enamel dial, 3/4 rotor, just a beautiful historic sort of piece. So I hummed and hawed about it, but I decided, you know what, I want to keep the 3 Breguets. I want to keep the Patek World Time. I want to really keep that. That's sort of just the cool pieces that I just love. And unfortunately, you can't keep everything. Life is like that. You can't always keep everything you've got. I also want to keep the Speedy, of course. As I said, it was a gift. So hard choices were made. I got rid of the 2 Rolexes. Ouch. That did hurt. But you really can't see. Instead of selling the bluesy, the 2-tone bluesy, I could have said, well, let's get rid of the traditional, the 7057. But, you know, the problem is Tristano from TGV has one. Erwin from Watch Chat, he's got one. Andrew Morgan's got the 7027, the predecessor to this. I didn't want to be without this key piece. So I thought, you know what? A bluesy, yeah, I love the bluesy. I do. I love bluesies, but it wasn't that special. And that's the reason. That's the reason. So hard decisions needed to be made. I'm happy to have the 3 Breguets and the Patek. The Patek is kind of my last, it's a get out of jail watch. If I fuck things up continually, I can run away to Asia, live there for 12 months virtually, maybe even 2 years if I'm frugal, and survive. So that was the thinking behind it. As a everyday watch, I really do love the Breguet Type 21. Yes, I really love that watch. And what's the best beater for a Breguet man? It's, of course, another Swatch product, the Speedmaster, the Omega Speedmaster, Man on the Moon, Hesselite, and it was a gift. So, you know what? That's the hard choices that needed to be made. And do I regret getting rid of the 2 Rolexes? Yes, I do. Yes. I love them. They were fantastic watches, but you can't keep everything. And when you're staring at $30,000 in credit card bill, you're staring at $2,000 tax bill, and you know, I wanted some buffer. So it really, the money has helped a lot. It has really helped a lot. So I've still got some pieces to sell. As I said, I got an IWC Petite Prince. I got the Pam. I've got a ladies Omega Constellation in steel, salmon dial, and I've also got either the Chopard ladies Happy Diamond or the Cartier Benoit. One of them. I'll keep one for the wife, but I'll sell one of them. So, you know what? That's kind of cool to do. It's difficult decisions needed to be made. And as I said there, you know, I would have preferred to have got rid of the Pam, but the Pam market is tough. I would have preferred, I had to look, if I want to raise big bucks, I had to be prepared to let significant pieces go. Keeping the 3 Breguets and the Patek and the Speedy, I think that's a good collection to have. I want to try and wear more gold. I'm turning 53 in a couple of months. October is my birth month. I think it's not a bad compromise to make there. Difficult, no matter what I sold, it would be difficult. The funny thing is, those 4 pieces represent a really good collection. They could be a beautiful collection in itself. They could be. Like, you think about it. Zenith, El Primero Chronomaster Open Heart as just a funky tribute to the first automatic chronograph. The Explorer 2 is just a great GMT function watch. Bluesy as a one and done, just a super cool watch. And then as a fuck off gold piece, the Jaeger-LeCoultre Master Compressor Chronograph 2 as a fuck off sort of watch. Unfortunately, you can't keep everything. You have to make choices. When you have debt and you have a business that is declining faster than Elon Musk can hurl insults at the Trumpster, you gotta make some decisions. So I did let some pieces go. Out of all those pieces, probably the bluesy was the hardest. And I was offered, instead of getting rid of the bluesy, I could have got this, and I actually would have got more money if I would have got rid of that instead of the bluesy. But this is the core of my Breguet, 3-piece Breguet collection. If you get rid of that, you know, I'm not a Breguet man, I'll be a Breguet boy. So I just enjoy that watch. That's just beautiful watch there. So that's the rationale of it there. Just out of interest there, let's just bring up this here. This is the Breguet Type 21, and you can see how the minute recorder, look at that, the minute, how it records the minutes by that second. It looks like a double split. It's not a double split, it's actually a minute recorder. We'll just see if we can get it to change on air. It's always hard to hold the fucking thing. Have a look. Okay, she doesn't. I gotta hold this fucking thing for a bit longer. But you get the drift. You get the drift. It's hard decisions needed to be made. How do I feel about it now? Do I have seller's remorse? Look, of course I didn't want to sell them all. Of course. But I'm really relieved to have 50,000 bucks came in. That's Aussie dollars. 50,000 came in. Got rid of credit card. Got rid of my tax bill. Put 6 payments in front on the Beamer. And put just under 20,000 back in to the HELOC. So, you know what? Tough times, tough decisions. But, you know, this is the way life is. And I gotta tell you honestly, someone said to me, you should have got rid of the car. I couldn't get rid of the car because I have got a tax problem with the car. I claimed 5 years depreciation in one hit. If I sell it before 5 years, I got to pay money back to the ATO, as well as losing money on the car itself. And I like it. I really enjoy the car. This is the way life is. So am I disappointed? Look, I'm happy with the pieces there. I've got a few more pieces to sell, but you know, it's a journey. It's better to have sampled and lost than to have never sampled at all. So, guys, that's what happened. I was fucking skint. I had 30,000 Australian dollars in credit card, a tax bill, and I wanted to have a buffer. So I've done that. So if that makes it easier to sleep at night, maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth it. So don't be sad. Just be grateful I had the things to sell in the first place. I'm very grateful to Dave, the super collector, who actually bought those pieces instead of me having to fuck around with tire kickers and punters for who knows how long. So it's not all bad news. The money's come in really good. It's really relieved the stress. It's eased the squeeze. And best of all, I've still got some pieces more to sell. I hope to get another 20,000 Aussie in from some of the other pieces that I mentioned, the IWC Petite Prince, the PAM 662, Ladies Constellation Steel, and also one of the other, either the 18K Banwa or the Chopard Happy Diamonds, Mother of Pearl. So, guys, it's not all disasters, but you gotta face up sometimes. That's the way it goes. The business is turning. YouTube is not as profitable or successful as before, but hey, it's okay. I'm sure everything will be all right. Don't worry, it will be all right. So be calm, be cool, be happy. I'd like to thank everyone who's watched my streams for the last, how long have I been doing? 16 years, 10 years full time, almost 11. Guys, it's been a great trip and I thank you. So guys, don't be upset. This is what happens. Sometimes difficult decisions need to be made. Guys, also check out rustyswatches.com. rustyswatches.com. You can see prices, watches that have changed in the last 24 hours. And don't forget also, check out David SW. If you are buying or selling in America, David SW is the man to go and see. Don't forget to watch my live streams twice a day, morning and night. Check it out, guys. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you think. Do you think I made a mistake? What would you have kept? What would you have flicked? Put some comments below. and I'll see you in the next one. And of course, I couldn't let TGV have a fuck off Breguet when I got rid of mine. I just couldn't do it, man. Erwin wouldn't have respect for me either from Watch Chat. I need to keep that one. See you later, guys. Love you all. Great vid, Arch. Sorry you had to sell them all off.